What was the hardest part of adopting your child? When we walked into the adoption agency, we thought we were ready. Financially stable, supportive families, years of planning. We thought love would be enough. Then we met Jonah. We were supposed to meet a 4-year-old boy who loved dinosaurs and coloring books. That's all they told us. But when the caseworker opened the door to the playroom, Jonah was sitting alone in the corner, ripping paper into tiny pieces. He didn't look up. He didn't say a word. He just kept tearing. The caseworker whispered, "He's nonverbal, severe PTSD, multiple failed placements. He doesn't trust anyone." I remember thinking, we can fix this. We can love him enough. I was so naive. The first meeting lasted 7 minutes. Jonah didn't want to play, didn't want a snack, didn't want to look at us. He only stopped shredding paper when we left. The second meeting, I brought dinosaur stickers. I stuck one on my forehead and pretended not to notice. Jonah glanced up once. It felt like winning the lottery. The third meeting, he took a sticker from my hand. Didn't smile, didn't speak, but he didn't pull away when I sat beside him. We said yes without hesitation. The day we brought him home, he screamed for 2 hours straight. No words, just pure panic. We sat outside his door, helpless. When it finally went silent, we opened it and found him asleep against the door. Tiny fingers curled under the crack, like he was making sure we hadn't left. That first month nearly broke us. He wouldn't eat unless we sat across the room, wouldn't sleep without a nightlight and someone humming in the hallway. Every little thing was a mountain. Getting dressed, brushing teeth, sitting through 5 minutes of a cartoon. One night, after he scratched my arms trying to escape a bath, I slid down the kitchen wall and cried. I told my husband, I don't think I'm strong enough to be his mom. He just said, we don't have to be strong, we just have to stay. So we stayed. Slowly, Jonah started leaving clues. A crayon shoved into my hand, sitting a little closer on the couch. Once he fell asleep with his foot touching my leg, and I cried so quietly I was scared I'd wake him. 6 months later, he said his first word, truck. I must have said it 500 times that day just to hear him laugh. School was another battlefield. Other kids didn't understand him. Teachers were scared of his meltdowns. Parents stopped inviting him to parties. I spent hours in tiny chairs explaining that Jonah wasn't dangerous. He was scared. There's a difference. Last Mother's Day, he gave me a card. 3 dinosaurs holding hands, and in shaky letters, he wrote, "My family." I keep that card in my nightstand. Some days are still hard. Some nights he still wakes up screaming. We still keep a nightlight on in the hallway. I still hum lullabies in the dark. But every morning when he runs into the kitchen, grinning in his oversized pajamas, yelling, "Mom!" like it's the best word in the world, I remember. The hardest part wasn't the meltdowns or the sleepless nights. The hardest part was realizing that love isn't magic. It's choosing someone over and over again, even on the days when they're too scared to choose you back.